She says, I hope you're doing okay too. I said, I have full intentions on ruining that man. I'm going to be the worst thing he ever came across. And I meant that. See, when I say I'm gonna make your life a living hell, I don't mean I'm gonna sit here and call your love interest, harassing them, harass you, try to do bodily harm to you. I mean that I'm not gonna be lenient in any way, shape, or form for your convenience pertaining to my son. I mean that we're gonna be in courtrooms and I'm gonna be sitting where the plaintiff sits and you'll be sitting where the defendant sits, and you are going to absolutely fucking hate the experience because we're not gonna have any fucking mercy. Whatever they make the weekly obligation for my son for Asmodeus to pay, that's what he has to come up with. And I'm not going to negotiate or compromise the amount because I have the right to and I can, but I'm not. I even had to hire an attorney because since this man is such a fucking liar and he's such a slimeball, I have a feeling that he's going to try and do something to jeopardize the paper trail with his actual income on it. So I need to have his tax returns for the last 2 years pulled. You're not gonna fuck me over again. She says, as you absolutely should. I know I would if it was me. I said, I'm really just still in shock. This activity was just senseless. This was so unnecessary. You don't build relationships with people, get them pregnant, and act like the world owes you something. My entire family is shocked. I don't know why he thought it was a smart idea to test me at all. I just had to get a restraining order before we met, and he knew it. It's all shits and giggles, but I take things seriously. I'm not the woman you play these types of games with. He will never see my son. I'll just see him in court. So there's already videos on here on TikTok about what took place before I met Asmodeus and we got into a relationship, but I had just got a restraining order. And it was not a romantic relationship. I don't want to go too much into detail because this is not about that, but basically my big sister, her husband, he assaulted me. So I had to get a restraining order and press criminal charges against him. And just for some context, my sister and my brother-in-law are 29 years my senior. So there was no fucking interest in my brother-in-law in any way, shape, or form. It's actually very fucking insulting that he would try something like that with the assumption that I found him attractive. And I literally sit up here, I've been listening to my sister cry and vent for years about her shitty ass husband. Why the fuck would I want that shitty ass person? Why would I want some shit that you just put in the garbage disposal? What do I look like sticking my hand down there and dragging your man out of there to sleep with him? I said all that to say that basically, don't fucking cross me. I hold people the fuck accountable. See, if more people actually led with that, I mean, you'd have less cousins and uncles running around, but there would be more protection and more safety, and the expectation for how women and men are supposed to be treated would actually be met. People would actually do it because they would have this fear that even though we're family, they're gonna call the cops on me if I do something inappropriate to them. I treated my brother-in-law and my sister who defended him, I treated them like they were total strangers off the street. What would I do in a situation if it was the mailman? I'm calling the cops and pressing charges. Just because we share some DNA doesn't make you fucking special. No, I'm not letting shit slide. I wouldn't call it vindictive. I would just call it me exercising my fucking rights. So, anyway, she said, he feels entitled to the life we dreamed of. I think it's supposed to say we. The life we dreamed of growing up and is just a big man baby. I really do hope he gets help one day. I said, I plan on making money from this shit show. Let me know when I can publicly talk about this because my YouTube channel is monetized. May as well get paid for this. She said, I'm sure he knows that I know too because he usually comes in and tries to bother me, but he wouldn't even look me in the eye last night. I don't even know why you went home and used the key. You should have just not came back. Like, well, I mean, I guess where else was he gonna go? I said, he really needs help. Like, this is serial behavior. This isn't regular cheating. This is I need a psychiatric help cheating. This is I need psychiatric help cheating. Cheating is cheating, but this is messy bad. I don't even see him as a human anymore. And I don't. In 24 to 48 hours, I had to digest all this shit. It just feels like I'm reading a book or a magazine about somebody totally different, unrelated to the situation. Oh, I'm definitely sure that this man, he did all this shit. I'm positive he did it. But you told me a lie about every single little fucking thing. She said, honestly, after her sister's birthday, you have the green light to say whatever you want to whoever. My mom just doesn't want it to be a big thing right now because she doesn't want her to feel bad. And he usually gets her like that. Like, he would do something and leave for however long and then come back around my sister's birthday and try to make it seem like he wants to make it work for her and all that. So this little bitch just be running every time things get hard. Every time it's time to take accountability, he's just like, you know what? I'ma head on out. Y'all being way too functional over here, asking me to sit up here and explain myself. Fuck it, I'm leaving. Sounds about right. I said, I want to curse him out, but I'm blocked. And I know there's nothing he hasn't already heard, so it would be a waste of my time. He doesn't feel anything. The only thing he cares about is being seen as the victim and having a place to live. She said, me neither. I feel like it's bad enough to cheat, but when children is involved, then it's too much for that. Then it's so much of a bigger issue. It is. I said, he was really over here building bonds with my family and kids. So I said this before, I'm just going to say it again for anyone who's not caught up or didn't really take in the statement. We'll say 2 to 4 times a week. When we would have dinner, we would all sit at our dining room table, all hold hands, and he would pray. And this was his idea. He implemented that. Who the fuck was he praying to? Because this don't even seem like God's work. Tonight, my boyfriend actually brought dinner over that his mom made, so we're sharing that. And the boys are gonna have their leftovers and, of course, a side of fruit. All right, no, but seriously, whose food is that? Because I don't think that's his mom's food. I think he got that from home. Did you really just take a doggy bag from your girlfriend's house and feed it to me? You going to hell.